How can you bring a dead person back to life and make sure they never die again? Today, scientist Neo is determined to solve this century-old problem. First, he secures a neural extraction device to the deceased's head, opens the eyes to locate the tear ducts, then inserts a neural probe into the eye to begin extracting the person's neural data. Once everything is prepared, the next step is the most critical: memory transplantation. Neo performs this step himself. Using a neural link technology he developed, he transfers the extracted memories into a synthetic humanoid body. After the procedure is complete, Neo immediately activates the android. But the moment it sees its mechanical body, it completely loses its memory. It quickly spirals out of control, tearing at its own face and injuring nearby staff. As the situation becomes increasingly chaotic, Neo cuts the power from behind, bringing the experiment to an abrupt failure. When his boss learns what happened, he decides to shut the project down. After all, it has already cost billions of dollars, and there's no way to explain the losses to shareholders. He advises Neo to take some time off and clear his head. That night, Neo calls his friend Ed and asks him to bring the company's neural extraction device to meet him. When Ed arrives at the designated location, he is stunned. Neo's entire family of 4 is lying on the ground, lifeless. It turns out that earlier that night, while trying to avoid an oncoming truck, they crashed into a tree by the roadside. Neo's wife was impaled through the chest by a broken branch and died instantly. Then the brakes failed, and the car sped down the mountain road before plunging into a lake. When Neo regains consciousness, everyone in his family is already dead. He is the only survivor. In his despair, he thinks of his own research. If he can extract his family's brain data and use the cloned human bodies developed by Ed, he might be able to bring them back to life. Ed voices his concerns. The clones could end up severely deformed, and even if the cloning succeeds, their brains would remain permanently at an infant stage. No one has been able to explain this issue, especially since Neo's memory transfer procedure has never successfully worked before.
What if something horrible goes wrong?
Something already has.
But seeing Neo lose his entire family overnight, Ed is eventually persuaded. He agrees to help and brings all the necessary equipment for cloning. However, there are only 3 incubation chambers available, while Neo has 4 family members. With no other options left, Neo resorts to drawing lots to decide. After breaking down in tears, he ends up selecting his youngest daughter, Zoe. The cloning experiment officially begins. The entire process will take 17 days, and to monitor everything closely, Neo moves into the lab. Fearing that his revived family might remember Zoe, he painfully deletes all memories related to her and throws away every photo of her from the house. Meanwhile, Ed covers for him at the company, buying as much time as possible. After the family has been missing for over 10 days, Neo's daughter's teacher comes to the house to ask about their situation. Neo brushes it off with excuses. Only then does he remember to check his wife's phone, where he finds hundreds of missed calls and messages. Pretending to be his wife, he replies to each one.